Back, everybody.
Welcome back, everybody, indeed, to another wonderful session of Rime of the Frostmaiden. With us, as always, we have Omnia playing Donut. Thank you, Omnia. With us, we have John. You're muted, by the way, Omnia.
Yeah, you are muted, Amia.
I was making tea.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
I apologize. Oh, yeah, I see your message
we
now. I'm sorry.
We have Lod to blame for that. What?
Making us thirsty. We have Spectre playing Morpheus.
Hello, everyone.
And Lodroth playing Veek.
Good evening.
And lastly, me, Sander, as the DM of this bunch. So without further ado, let's get right back into it. As last time, after having made it into the town of Ashbourne, he began to explore the premises, whereupon Beak met with a small child who told him that if he would show up at 6 in the evening, he would show him just how well he can gather intel, as Veek did not believe the child would be of much skill. Before you headed there, however, all of you got together and went over towards the tavern, the town. Let me move you all over to Ashbourne. As you went towards the Three Flags Sailing, where you ate and talked and got to meet the owner of the place, a older lady by the name of, if I can find her, Ethan, who seemed to be a nice older woman that all the patrons seem to love and very lovingly call Ma.
Oh my God.
And after having been introduced to her and making some proposals as to getting recipes that she had just getting the recipe that of the shepherd's pie she served you, eventually the whole reason you came here, which was the concert, came underway, as the wonderful, the great, the only Earth, Wind and Shire played their new hit single, 5 Silvers, and the crowd went wild for them. You, however, were not very much impressed, that is, except for Morpheus, who just couldn't keep it within himself any longer and began to dance, as he just let the music soar through him, and with the excitement of it, he let loose moves that the world has never seen before.
nor should ever be seen again.
And so with their single playing in the background, I will continue. And so, Morpheus made quick work of that dance floor, and the others were quite impressed with his dance skills and his dance moves. So much so that when Veek proposed doing his own concert right in the same place, or she proposed doing her own concert in the same place, the very next day, she thought maybe Morpheus could be a background dancer. Who knows? Or the foreground dancer with those moves.
It's never gonna happen.
But speaking of that proposal, the proprietor, Ama, actually did come up to you and confided in you her worries and the sadness she was feeling that when this group left, that she would have no more money, she couldn't make ends meet, and she basically begged you for your help, at which the great and honorable Veek volunteered to hold that concert here. And so, with a newfound smile on her face, she went back to serving others, only to realize maybe you got played by Donut and Ethan. And so that's where we last pick up, as the music from Earth, Wind and Shire is still playing in the background. People are still dancing. And you can see various amounts of people are just throwing coins onto the stage, where you do slowly see it amidst the smoke that comes out, those coins are slowly being dragged further into stage and back behind the curtains.
Blasted magic.
What do you guys do as they play their concert?
I think we all know what I'm doing at the moment.
Yep. Boogieing down, that's for sure. You're getting jiggy with it.
Donut would like to make extensive notes from the audience. Every time the audience goes, woo, or like it seems to be impressed, he wants to make notes on what exactly Earth, Wind, and Fire is doing.
Okay. Roll me insight.
Yeah. Come on, buddy. Uh, 18.
Okay. 18. It seems that if people are going more crazy when a solo riff comes up or when quote unquote the bass drop, you know. However, you realize that yeah, they sound pretty good, but maybe your audio system is out of tune or something, because it's not something this crazy to get over.
Okay. You'll say, I guess I must be out of tune because I do not understand the gray.
Just gotta let it,
That's
the
the
music
old
flow
magic.
through you.
As Morbius begins to do the Tribe Classic, the robot.
I learned it from watching Donut. Watch.
Am I there?
You are there, yes.
You got back.
Yeah.
And you saw the
You were with
travesty
the
that is my
kids.
dad.
Oh, right. I returned before this show. I forgot.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Mm.
Okay.
So you were all there, and you can see even Ethan in the back is bobbing her head up and down.
Grandma, no!
I think Vik realizes there's some magic going on, but I think
It's
at this
nothing
point everyone realizes.
It's nothing worse than what you would normally do.
Exactly. I'm not gonna judge the grind.
As you're all here,
Gosh.
can I get perceptions from everybody except Morbius?
Aw.
Too busy dancing.
Yeah, too busy dancing. Let's face it, I'm not the wisest of people either way.
12 and 15. Donut, you're too busy trying to capture, or just trying to pin on exactly what people are so hyped about. So you're too busy studying the crowd. Vik,
Yeah.
you look around and you see this just massive crowd dancing and jumping up and down. But amidst all these people, you notice there's 3 individuals in the back. One of them you immediately recognize. It's the band manager. The other 2 you don't recognize, but they seem to be wearing Ashbourne uniforms. They're part of the town guard. And they seem to be talking amongst themselves. And you notice that he makes gestures towards your guys' table. The manager makes gestures towards your guys' table. The guard simply nod.
All right.
Oh boy.
You then see the manager slide a bag towards the guards that they then tuck away.
Oh.
And Donut is next to me.
Yes.
Donut. Tung, tung, tung.
Yes, Master V.
We might be in for a little bit of trouble with the manager. I think he just bribed the guards and was
Oh, no.
gesturing to us.
We might get out of here. Also, I have some important news to tell you.
Oh, you haven't done anything wrong. We just probably should keep your wits about you. What important news do you have?
No, I definitely need to tell you about some important news.
Alright.
Cut
Would
a
you
rug!
like to retire?
Yes, but maybe we should retrieve our friend over there.
Of course.
I call this the snow worm!
As you try to drag Morbius on his to his feet.
Sorry. But I'm not that sorry.
You drag Morbius begrudgingly away from the dance floor. As he sits there on your table, he's still tapping his foot. Seems to be able to not be able to control himself with that.
Dana will use message because it's probably very loud, and even if he whispers, no one will be able to hear. He'll put his hand in front of his mouth and whisper, but he'll let them know. He'll tell them, when I was in the library, I did some research on symbology. As you have noticed, there was this symbol at the back of that painting. Do you remember Master Vegan Morbius?
Yes.
I remember something, yeah.
Well, it turns out... Yes?
He's still very fervently tapping his foot at this point. To a non-existent music. Or to the music.
He says, well, it turns out they are a gang called the Zentarin. And they do all kinds of things like assassinations and murders and thievery and things. Yes, that is their symbol. And they are so proud of it. When they murder someone, they leave that mark on their body.
Out of
Well-
curiosity. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, DM, out of curiosity,
Yes.
was that same symbol on the body that we had,
No.
The
body
it wasn't
in
the same
Emerald?
symbol?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
The only mark that body had was the stab wound to the chest.
Right.
Now, when I was really close to the manager and he leaned forward and I looked into his shirt, I promise it was only to do with research, not with anything diabolical or sexual. But he did have on his pack a symbol that was the same of the Zentarin. So, as we can now establish that the leader of this town, this speaker, is a part of the Zentarin, and also now this manager is part of the Zentarin, I am pretty sure the whole army, the whole, what do you call that?
Guards?
All the guards,
militia?
yeah, the guards and
Guard
and
comparison.
yeah, what's that area called? The Luskan Arm, or that area where all the soldiers are?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all under his control. So I am not sure what to do, but all we can do is perhaps uncover him or kill him in his sleep. Yes, perhaps killing him in his sleep is the best option.
I don't like this conspiratorial line that we're going through, Donut.
Well, Donut doesn't like to die, and now they have bribed the guards.
Can you even die, Donut?
I suppose be permanently disabled, perhaps.
I suppose regardless, I wouldn't want to lose you nor you, Morpheus. And I'm very fond of staying alive as well. When we came into town, I did hear some whispers going on. Also, some of the onlookers were like, those poor fools. They won't be able to leave until it's too late. Or they won't realize until it's too late that they can't leave. Things like that.
This is all starting to sound way more sketchy than I really wanted it to be. This is just supposed to be a quick resupply and then get the hell out.
I suppose it's good that we know Garrett.
Maybe
Well,
not.
maybe we would get him into trouble. Also, do you know the Black Network? Because they go under the Zentarim, aka the Black Network.
I wouldn't know about the Black Network.
No, you would not.
I'm
Also,
not even
I
gonna
found
ask
this.
What did you find?
And he shows you. He makes like a quick drawing, like from his memory, which is basically that contract from the guy Zan, that who asks for people that want to go on an expedition. Yeah. That's what he said. He shows people that want to go on an expedition, and it's 50 gold received from joining and finishing, and it's from about 3 weeks ago. Like Donut doesn't know the name Zan, but he does mention it, that he found that in there, and he says, maybe if we have to flee, maybe we can make some money like this. He sounds like a very trustworthy person.
How badly do Veek and I react here, Veek?
How badly do you react?
Because I'm already picturing my my ears standing on end and all of the fur on my tail just kind of going.
I think Vic is trying to keep a stone face, but you can definitely see some twitching on her corners of her lips.
Is that bastard working many angles at once? The fuck?
Zan, he's someone that likes to use you and keep using you over and over.
Master Vic, do you know Mr. Zan?
Unfortunately, we have crossed paths. He's
the one that we're currently working for.
Oh, so did you mean fortunately and say it wrong, or is it actually unfortunately?
Zan has taken most of what I have. A head, I suppose.
I owe him this job.
What job are you talking about?
We need to find someone in a location south of here. Preferably pretty soon.
Perhaps when there's less ears looking at us.
I see, yes, that is probably a good idea.
You can tell that people are very unlikely to hear you unless they're standing next to you.
Even so, if there's bribed guards about here, caution is warranted.
Speaking of, have those guards moved?
Yes. You look back at them, they're gone.
Closer, or are they out of sight completely?
They're out of sight completely.
Okay.
No idea where they went.
I don't like that. I don't like it.
I wish I could read lips.
Let's see.
Alright, well, I thought that perhaps the guards would be coming over here and escort us out because we had a bit of a tussle with the Menger. Perhaps we should be more on our guard when we retire to our appointed homes.
Do you think they may not want to address us in public because we are innocent?
I think so.
This is going to be a very interesting
But-
night.
Did you mention that? Yeah. So if the manager has this emblem, and he just bribed the guards, and the guards might be corrupt because they work for the speaker, that means that we might not be safe when we go to our rooms. So
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're definitely not safe here.
what is the play?
We need to resupply.
Perhaps we should go sleep somewhere where they would not expect.
You
No.
guys do have the option of camping out outside of town. But that comes
Is
with
that-
its own dangers.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
They let us leave.
I would know the natural dangers that are around here, right?
Let me check the map here. We'll say yes. You would know this far north, considering how close you are to Kelvin's Kern. Yetis are a danger. Otherwise, there are bears and wolves.
I don't fancy having to fend for myself outside the walls.
Well,
Do you all think?
Perhaps
What
we
do
should-
you all think?
perhaps we should just go to our room, see what happens. We've already told people here that we are going to do a performance tomorrow. No? They will be expecting us.
They kind of would. Thanks a lot for volunteering us again, Donut. And he'll smack, playfully smack Donut on the back as best he can.
There's no problem. We need monies. Also,
And then
do you
starts
remember that man Triglio?
I vaguely remember it. There's a lot of mention about it here. I'm guessing that's where we're going to be resupplying.
Well, he
Yes.
was only using a broom with one hand. I am sure he could use a helping hand, perhaps. If we be nice to him, he may let us sleep there, just in case.
Perhaps he has been giving helping hands and that's why he's lost one of them. I wouldn't put it beyond Scath to...
I don't know if the microphone picked that, but I just literally smacked my head.
I don't know if Scath would, punish him for helping people and interfering in guard business.
Perhaps you would know best.
You would probably know more about how cities work than I do.
No good deed goes unpunished is what I've learned.
I've also learned that they can kill you here for whatever they want. Let's try to keep our heads down a little bit more.
And let's leave this play. I don't care too much for their music, and your moves are annoying me, Morpheus.
You guys can literally see him twitching about as if he's trying to restrain himself from dancing right now. To have this conversation.
I think some of his moves are quite good. I like the robot. Very realistic.
Well, it'd be better if my tail didn't sway as much as it did here.
So, you all begin to gather your things and make your way out of the three flag sailing. Morbius may even moonwalk his way out following you guys.
Actually, that is a pretty good one. You gotta teach me that one.
I would like to keep an eye out to see if you're getting followed.
Okay, yeah, perception. I don't know if anybody else would also like to keep watch.
You know what? I'm not
22?
gonna roll it just simply because I'm too busy. I'm too busy being under a spell.
All right.
I'm
23 though.
watching Morbius moonwalk.
Okay. But 23. So you are keeping a watchful gaze, just in case you are actually being tailed. But it isn't long before the doors are open before you, and you step back out into the cold of the dale.
Get the cold, it gets in the night.
Yeah, I want it outside. I want to make sure we're not getting followed.
Yes, I understand. I understand.
Oh, okay, sorry.
You're keeping an eye out on your surroundings as you make your way through.
Mm-hmm.
But with it, as you leave the tavern and the music fades away, that uneasy feeling you feel throughout this town of something isn't quite right settles back into you. And you begin to make your way through. Do you head towards the Luskan Arms, Triglio, or somewhere else?
I go where Vika leads.
Keep in mind, you have yet to put your sled and dogs in an actual kennel.
We have asked for guard, right?
No.
No, we did
haven't
not.
asked to go. That was an option, but you guys didn't.
They technically are still locked up over there, or
Mhm.
hitched up over there.
Well, I will say you would
But
have
they-
not left them there and
Okay.
taken them with
Okay,
you to the free
then-
flag sailing.
Pins is mad
Okay.
at all of you.
But you did say that there was a barn or something.
The Luskan Arms
kennel.
does
At the
have
inn.
stables for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have rooms and stables all already set aside for you at the Luskan Arms.
If we head over to Triglio, they will certainly see our dogs. If we do not end up at Luskan Arms, they will look for us and Triglio will get in trouble.
It's better to just go ahead and go to the
I mean, it
Luskan Arms.
could work if we could hide the dogs inside, perhaps, but there is a chance that Triglio will suffer for our dealing with us.
I understand. Would you like me to keep night watch?
You never
Hey.
sleep, do you? Does it ever get tiring?
I am solar powered, so that is inconvenient here. But I
I was
suppose
just
we
gonna
will
say.
do.
We
We should-
definitely
we should
need to
work-
look for for different sources of energy for you while you're here.
Oh, don't look at me. I can barely produce.
You know, I heard that void crystals have really strong energy.
Reaches for axe and remembers it's at the front gate.
I'm afraid so.
Alright, let's go to Liskin Arms. I think it is safest for everyone but us.
So you continue to ride through down south to the Luskan Arms, where as you make your way through this neighborhood, you do see there is next to no civilian here. All of these are armed guards and are either patrolling or sitting out on a front porch, smoking or drinking coffee. And they all, you feel like their eyes are just watching you as you slowly ride down the street.
I'll nod my head respectfully to any guards that we pass by. Just make sure we keep them on our good side, or keep ourselves on their good side.
Okay. You eventually make it to the Luskin Arms, where you see this actually very well kept building. In fact, it looks even better than the Three Flag Sailing does. And Donut, you've kept your eye open throughout this entire time in case anybody's followed you. It seems nobody has. You've spotted guards every so often, but they just appear to be on regular patrol. Nothing out of the ordinary comes at you.
Okay.
You hear the creak of the wooden sign as it groans in the wind, as you do see inscribed into it the Luskin. And you step through inside, where after you get out of the snow, you see there is, let's see here, there is a young boy that immediately actually walks up to you with a smile on his face as he says, "Oh, I take it you're the guests. Where are your dogs? I was told you have sled dogs. I'm in charge of putting them away."
And I actually would have stayed with the dogs here, so if I can see him, I'll flag him down.
Okay. As he heads over towards your demon dogs.
Demon dogs. Devil dogs, man. They're devil dogs, damn it.
Devil dogs, yes.
Hoorah.
So the ones that did step in motion him over towards you, Morpheus, where he approaches you and he bows slightly. He says, "Oh, you have 4. I didn't realize you had 4. Do you wanna help me move him in, or do you wanna just go inside and let me take care of things?"
I'll help him out here. 4 dogs is more than likely going to be a lot for any kid. So I'll actually help the kid out.
And so, helping him through, you unlatch all the dogs from the harnesses, and he slowly begins to corral them into what seems to be a large stable. In there you find 3 other horses. There is another set of sled dogs there, and he moves them over towards a kennel where there's hay around, there's blankets, and there's food and water.
All right, you guys behave for
tonight are taken care of.
You guys behave for him. Don't do anything stupid. Now to go keep Donut from doing something stupid.
You make your way out, and
Wise decision.
the boy finishes pushing in the sled into the furthest corner as he begins to just clean off all the dirt and snow that it's accumulated as he's traveled. And so you leave the boy to his work. He just smiles and nods back at you. The other 2 of you who have... Yes?
Nope, nothing.
Okay. The other 2 of you have stepped into the Luskin Arms. You immediately feel the warmth that hits you once you step inside. This place seems to have a fire that is running 24/7. It feels so good to finally step inside again, out of the cold. You see there's very little patrons in here. There's a few guards. They seem to be drinking and playing cards, but otherwise, there's no other patrons nearby. You do see
an Mr. Big, now I feel toasty inside and out.
You do see an older gentleman sitting in the back behind a counter. Seems to be the proprietor of this place. He simply looks at you and nods as he begins to come to his feet.
Do any of the guards pay particular attention to us?
They lift their gaze when you step in, but then they go back to what they were doing.
Okay.
Good evening.
Good evening. I take it you're Scath's guests.
I suppose you could say that, yes. He appointed rooms for us, told us to come here.
Yes, he did, and if any of you are hungry, I am under instructions to provide you any food or drink you want at no charge to you.
We have quite a feast at the ceiling, at the tree flag ceiling.
Oh, so you met Ma. Isn't she a wonderful little old lady?
Yes, with a deceptive streak.
So you've met the other side of Ma. Well,
I don't know what you are talking about.
She extends a burly hand towards you, and as you get a closer look, he does seem to be a bit pudgy, but you can tell that as he extends his big hand, he is definitely hiding a lot of muscle underneath that fat. And as you look at his face, he's got crow's feet. He even seems to be balding, so he's on his older years at this point in time. But he still seems to carry himself with some sort of confidence and respect. So he extends his hand to you as he says, I'm Owen, the proprietor of this place.
Vic will extend her hand with like a lady, hanging the hand.
He takes your hand, and he won't actually kiss it, but he'll just gingerly shake your hand.
So, how do you spell his name?
Oh, it's... Oh.
It's been a very long day, Owen. Could you please show us to our rooms, unless there was something else you wanted to do?
Are you asking Owen or asking Donut?
Donut and Morbius.
Morbius hasn't made his way inside it, as Morbius right now, and this time is busy helping the stable boy move in all the dogs.
Donut will. Maybe we should wait for Donut. For for Morbius to join us.
Right. Is there some place we could wait, Owen?
Yeah, of course. Take your pick of any table, and we'll be right over with you with any food or drinks you want.
Do you serve wine here?
Yes, the speaker ensures that we have a constant supply of wine.
Oh, please have a glass.
Of course, right away.
How much for a bottle?
Again, it's all free for you.
Oh, in that case, a bottle, please.
Of course. And he makes his way over towards what seems to be a massive cask. And he lifts up the spout and begins to pour wine into a glass. And then he goes underneath that massive cask and he opens up some drawers. And in there he has like bottles laid out. And you can see he kind of peruses through what he has and takes one up and closes the drawer before he turns back to you.
Does there seem to be windows and another door, like perhaps a back door to the kitchen?
There are definitely windows all around, so there's enough natural light coming in here. Although he does also keep torches and lanterns, because natural light is mostly moonlight. There are also 3 doors. One is behind the counter that he's standing in. Then there is another to the rightmost corner of the place. And there's one to the leftmost corner of the place.
And which one was the door you came to?
You came through the front door, so this is opposite to you. So there's 3
Oh, so
doors
there's
apart
4.
from the front door. 4 doors
Okay.
total, yes.
Okay.
But he grabs this bottle and the glass. And do you guys search for a specific type of seat or just whatever open nearest to you?
One that is a little bit away, so if we kind of have a conversation about it amongst ourselves, that he can't
Okay.
passively overhear.
You take a seat at a table that's furthest away from both guards and Owen. And so you take your seats, and Owen eventually walks over towards you, sits down the bottle, sits down the glass, and brings another empty glass for Donut. And as he looks at the two of you, he says, I was under the assumption there was going to be 3 of you. At least that's what I was told.
Morpheus is helping with the dogs.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, he can just leave Jeremiah to that. He doesn't need to help the boy.
He's got a very big heart.
Very well. Now, I'm also under the assumption that you don't drink. And he looks over towards Donut. So I just brought your friend a glass, if he shows up. Or
Oh,
am
well,
I
that
wrong
is
on
very presumptuous, but I suppose it could be a good guess. Thank you so much. I use this for cooking. And he takes the bottle, puts it in his belly.
Oh, that was a great vintage then. Okay. And he turns back around, makes his way over towards that desk. And at this point in time, Morpheus steps in through the double doors.
Well, the heat doesn't bother me anyway.
And again, the guards lift their gaze, look at Morpheus, and go back to their game. And
Cast magic missile with Morpheus.
Hello, Morpheus. We are here. We are sitting here. Hello, hello.
you see the big donut waving from a corner of the room.
Donut, you are very hard to mistake.
Ah,
Just walk over there. You're not exactly hard to find here. So, I'll sit down with everybody.
Okay. You take your seat. 2 of the guards that were at a table drinking with each other set their mugs down, get up, and make their way towards the leftmost door. And you see as they open it, there is a set of stairs that they walk up, and it's closed behind them.
So, what's your impression of this place so far?
It seems that Owen is very nice. And
Also, apparently, it looks super good, even better than 3-flag sailing. It's, I wonder if it's because the soldiers go here.
it seems that Scath and the speaker would take the best care of their soldiers.
No.
Something
Makes
you
sense,
do
I
also
suppose.
remember is the Lescan Arms is also home to the speaker.
Oh, now it all comes to pieces. All the pieces fall together, of course. Okay.
Perhaps you should sample a meal here, Donut. It's probably going to be a very high quality.
If you don't mind. Also,
Well,
Morbius, I have heard some disturbing news, and I think we should talk about it.
perhaps not here. Donut looks around. Are there guards still around?
There's a few guards. There's 3 guards sitting at a table, quite a bit away from you playing a game of cards.
Yeah. Given your propensity for loud conversation, let's
Donut uses message all the time, whenever it is needed.
And you just said that very much out loud so that everyone can hear.
No. I make sure that only you can hear it.
I make sure that only you can hear it.
I can't do that weird voice.
Eh,
But
Perhaps before we're getting ready to go to bed.
Perhaps we can sample the meal tomorrow if we're still alive.
Okay. I just want to let you guys know I love you very much. And it was a fun run so far.
already saying your
Wait.
goodbyes.
Wait,
I
what?
love you both very much as well. Let's go.
We're gonna die.
Can I have you roll me a D100, please, Omnia?
Yes, sir.
But Triglio should have a piece of donut there, so we need to go by there at some point.
Yeah, he does have some sort of alien technology from what you overheard.
We are ambushed by 93 guards.
Yeah, I can take him.
How did you know?
It's like a Jackie Chan ambush.
Okay, thank you.
Betty!
So I'm assuming you guys wave Owen over to order some food.
Oh yeah.
Well, we just had a meal. I thought we were gonna do that tomorrow. You want to do that now?
Oh, it's because I heard you guys say you wanted to sample the food.
Well, for donut, we already ate. I can't have two feasts in one single session. Night, I mean.
Shepherd's pie was good. You don't want to ruin my appetite with this fancy hoity-toity crap.
No, I thought we were doing it tomorrow. We're just gonna try and go to bed for now.
That was my bad assumption. Okay. But
we should call him over to lead us to the room, I suppose, because we don't know which is.
Yeah, you don't have
I will
keys.
ask. Yeah. I think we are ready to retire, Owen.
Okay. So Owen nods and he gets up from his chair, turns around, there's a wall with keys, grabs the keys, and moves on over towards you.
If you don't mind too much, I really loved this wine. If we could have the bottle to go upstairs.
Yeah, I can get your bottle. And he makes his way back behind the counter, opens up that drawer. It's a separate drawer this time. Grabs the bottle, closes it, brings it over to you. That is an intense bottle of wine he set down on the table.
Oh.
No, I'm just saying because the music's well. But he gives you that bottle, so now you have 2 bottles of wine with you. Donut didn't take the time to look at the label, I'm assuming, before you just stashed it in your stomach.
Yeah, I'll definitely look at this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do actually look at the bottle. Okay.
No. Like Vegas, but Donut. When they were in conversation, he just put it in his stomach, and right now, Donut is too busy, sort of like prying the owlbear out of his stomach and feeding it some fishies.
Okay. So in that case, Veek, since you are actually looking at the bottle, you see it's golden embossed with the name Brumosa.
Brumosa?
Yes.
How do you write it? Can you write it down?
It's written down.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
Oh, Brumosa. Okay. What color is the wine?
The wine is actually a goldish color.
Goldish?
Gold color, yes.
Sounds dwarvish.
I've had some feasts in my life. Do I know of this Bromosa? Is this local?
Actually, you would know this. No need to roll history. Back in the good old days, when you weren't stuck to Zon or this poor, Brumosa was a brand you could afford, although it was still an expensive brand. And you remember that from where you came from, all of the nobility drank this. So this is a luxurious bottle he is setting down.
Holy shit. She's almost in shock.
Something wrong?
You do think it's incredibly strange that a town this far north in this frigid cold can afford something like this.
This is a very good vintage. I suppose it would be quite rare for this locale. It's quite expensive.
Didn't look like the townsfolk were very, well off, right?
No, the town looked well off. The people just didn't look happy.
Yeah.
And you can see that too in Owen. There is just a sense of sadness from being around Owen.
Owen, you're depressing me. Be gone.
I apologize.
Just kidding.
You
No.
You ass.
No. Can I do an insight check to see if he is just bored or just
Impressed.
or just really unhappy with his current life? Insight.
Oppression.
A 9. He seems to be doing his best to carry himself as friendly. You can tell he's definitely putting up a facade, although not the greatest of one. But you don't know if it's just loneliness, depression.
Yeah, it's just
Or
being
anything
customer
else.
service.
Yeah.
Right. If only customer service is dead inside. Right.
Not too far.
Too real. Back it up a bit.
Too close to home.
Owen,
We leave for bed.
Owen looks at the three of you. He says, "Okay, well, I also have bathing facilities and an indoor bathroom if any of you need to use that at the moment. Otherwise, I will lead you straight to your rooms."
Is he gesturing in any direction when he talks about bathing facilities in the bathroom?
No, he's just standing there in front of you with his hands behind his back.
If it is the middle of the night and no one is here to tell me where the bathroom is, where would I find it?
Oh, the bathroom, and he motions over behind him to the rightmost door. You go down that passageway, you will see 3 doors. The first door you'll come across, that is the baths. The third door is the bathrooms.
Okay.
Mhm.
What is behind the second door?
Oh, that's just storage.
Okay.
Suspicious.
In a very long journey, I would not mind a goose bath.
It has been a while since we've actually had a chance to stop and bathe.
Yes, it's why I offered it.
Is it that obvious, Owen? I'm sorry. All the
Oh,
more reason to take one.
not on a
Donut
lady like you, just
smells himself.
on your friend there, the one covered in blood. He points
It's
towards.
Crag Cat. It's Crag Cat blood, unfortunately.
That's true. Oh my god, you must stink so bad.
You guys are used to it at this point here. But
Vika has been pressed to wing herself clean, but she leaves that manly musk on Morbius.
Donut just turns off his
I don't know.
scent glands. Not scent glands, his scent, what do you call it?
His sensors. His sensors.
Yeah.
Olfactory sensors. Yeah. Yeah, I would appreciate it here, but ladies first.
Well,
He'll
so
point to Vik and say, "Ladies first. Go for it."
very well. In that case, I can either lead the first group up to the rooms or the first group down to the baths. It's your preference.
Are you okay, buddy? You're sighing a lot. Are you tired?
Oh, I apologize. It's been a long year.
I'd imagine so, from the rumors around why the town had to get a little bit more strict.
Oh, yeah, the murders don't make it any easier either.
Murders.
When he said it's been a long year, did he look at the guards or anywhere?
He looked at the ground.
What murders?
No, I'm sure you've heard of them. I don't know how you couldn't have. The white beast, as they call it, rampaging through different towns.
The one that's leaving a calling card of the owl.
They're leaving a calling card of the owl. What? And the guards that are playing the game stop playing and start staring in your direction.
That was not a, well, yeah, I guess I didn't specify. All right.
I've not heard of anything like that.
It's just a rumor that I had heard.
Oh.
It's nothing substantial, honestly. It's one of those friend of a friend sort of things.
Roll me deception.
I was hoping you'd ask me that. Please.
Good save, Morbius.
21.
Owen nods as he kind of like stares into the distance a little bit. Okay. Well, the ones I'm talking about is bodies that have found mutilated and killed, and apparently they're stabbed in the heart and then torn to pieces. It's brutal stuff.
Torn to pieces after being stabbed.
Yeah, I don't know why, but that's what the officials are saying.
The only thing I've really heard that's consistent about those was the stabbing through the heart. Haven't heard about one being mangled.
That's usually how the bodies are found, from what they've said. That's why they call it a beast. People think it's some sort of animal.
But I'm sure with this many guards in this town, you don't have anything to worry about. Or have people also been murdered here?
We've not had any murders here, luckily enough. But
in that case, you have all my trust.
Can you say that again?
In that case, you have all my trust.
No. It's not happened in this town, but a few days ago there was a murder in the town over.
Oh, interesting.
Interesting indeed.
And ever since then, we've been in lockdown.
Oh.
But,
So
you know,
you're
my
not
God.
sending any help then?
I'm sure the guards know what they're doing, and they're trying their best to keep us safe. And he gives a glance over towards the table of guards.
The ones that stopped playing.
Yes.
What is the expression on that face?
Right now, nothing. They're just watching you. They're not angry, they're not sad, they're not happy. They are just stone right now. Stoic.
Okay. When I look over to them, do I see like they're playing cards for money?
No.
Okay, just playing cards. Okay.
Yeah, it's a friendly game. No gambling. This is a gamble-free zone after all.
Is it?
No, the guards would never gamble. That would mean they're capable of being corrupted. I'll look to Owen and say, well, continue to pray to the gods then. Hope this beast gets caught.
Yeah, it's long overdue. The Dale doesn't get any better with the days passing by.
How so?
Well, I don't know if you've realized it, but the winters, the nights, they're getting colder. And
Oh, I see.
some people are thinking perhaps we're not sacrificing enough, or perhaps we're doing something wrong.
From what I've heard, there is a lot of sacrificing.
Yes, each town has their own different. Well, some towns sacrifice and they have their different methods. And some people are thinking that we should do it more often or for even longer.
Well, if there is one thing that I know about the gods, they can be very fickle. It wouldn't surprise me if this lady of the winter once more.
Do you really know any gods, Master V?
Oh, I've traveled a bit. I know some.
Wait, you've
Could you
actually met
introduce
God?
me to some later? They might help me find Zeta.
I haven't actually met any physical gods. I don't think that any of the gods roam the earth roam the plane anymore.
Oh, I see. Your words were just very deceptive.
You know, that would be true if it wasn't for that blasted owl that does roam this world.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Is she physically here?
Oh, yeah. And if you cross her, she'll show up in your bed and drag you to her cave.
An owl?
Does that sound familiar to me?
It does sound similar. Your people do have a story where if you cross Oriel, then she will show herself and she will tear you to pieces.
Well, there is one way to speak to a god.
That's a good way to get yourself torn to pieces.
That sounds a little up close and too personal.
Way too personal.
You know, some gods, they do reply if you pray to them hard enough and give them some attention or offerings. Perhaps they would listen to the pleas of someone like you as well, don't it?
Someone like me, I will try. Although Donut is programmed not to have any religion because I have not been programmed with any that have been proven to be gods. Donut only knows the Grand Judge.
Perhaps you could pray to the Grand Judge.
I'll have to research on who that is because I have no clue who that is.
Have I ever heard of the Grand Judge?
The Grand Judge? You have not.
Yeah.
But I keep praying to the Morning Lord every day that everlasting Rime, peace, and we can go back to our normal lives.
Well, we'll have to figure it out sooner or later. But for now, Sir Owen, thank you for your hospitality.
Yeah,
And if you could lead us to the baths, that'd probably be best.
Right this way. And he turns around and begins to make his way to the rightmost door. Who's following him to the baths? All three of you?
I'll probably just take everybody's stuff up to the room.
Keep in mind, you don't know where the room is, and Owen has the keys. He hasn't given them to you.
Oh, that's
true. Why he
that's
asked,
true. That's
who
true.
do you want me to lead first? The group to the baths or the group to the beds?
Well, if you two want to settle already, that is fine. I will wait here.
Okay. Then I'll take Beak's bag. After she's actually, you know what? Fuck it. We're trying to be a gentleman, but I'm like, no, wait. She has her spare change and clothes and whatever. So, we'll just. What do you say, Donut? Just go up to the room.
Yes, Donut will try to make contact with Supreme Judge.
That is not ominous at all. They say I'm an omen. Yeah, to the rooms first then, Owen.
He nods. Oh, very well. And he makes his way towards the leftmost door, where those two guards entered.
All right.
So he makes his way to the
Follow him.
door. He opens it up, and he begins to walk up the stairs. And you follow suit, and you go to a second level in this place. And he makes his way down a corridor. You can see there's various doors to your left and to your right that alternate every so often. And eventually, you finish walking down this passageway, and you turn a corner. And in there, you come across to a dead end. There is a door there. And he says, okay, so this is going to be your two's room. And he turns over and he hands you guys 2 keys. I only have room for 2 people per room. So there will be a third person that has to sleep in this room right next door. And he motions to the one that's next to that.
Tell you what, Donut, would you mind staying with Veek then?
Oh, but maybe Vika
For
doesn't
the
want
night?
her lady parts to be shown with the other males in the group.
Perhaps, but I meant more for her safety.
Ah, yes. Donut will take this room too then.
Okay.
And I can take the one on my own here.
Okay. So he hands you the key to the solitary room, and then hands Donut the 2 keys to the jointed room. And so he opens the door to Donut's room, and in there you see 2 very nicely well-made beds, well kept, one on either side of the room. Between the beds is a window that looks out towards the river.
Well, that is fancy.
And in front of that window, there is a bedside table with a small lantern that's there. It just keeps the room lit somewhat.
Mhm. So it's facing that way, right? Or is there
Yes.
another river?
No.
Okay.
And so he leaves you to make yourself comfortable as he opens the door for Morpheus's room. In there, it's a single bed looks similar to the one you have, Donut, except the window is to the right of the bed, and there is no other one that's beside that one. It looks out onto the neighboring houses, and there does seem to be a small wardrobe in each of your guys' room.
I'd like to make sure nothing's in that wardrobe.
Okay, roll me investigation, please.
I know, right? Oh my god.
Just to be on the safe side.
5.
Yeah.
You move it, you open it up, and it's not even dusty. You look through, there's some spare clothes, there's some blankets, there's some extra pillows. Everything looks fine.
Very good.
Donut will follow Morbius's example
Okay,
and check the
investigation,
closet.
please.
Yes.
In front of Owen.
You found the hidden assassin.
22. You find a hidden assassin underneath a blanket. You go in and you open up your wardrobe. There's blankets, pillows, and spare clothes. Everything looks good.
You find 1 silver in one of the clothes.
Master Fig, none of this is in my size.
I'm not there.
Oh shit.
She's showering.
Right.
You
Not
do
waiting
find
on
some.
her.
You do find some booties in your size, but otherwise, no pants or shirts will fit you.
My tiny feet.
Yes.
The pants are too long and the shirts are too small.
Exactly that. And but Donut says, shit, what was his name? Owen.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Owen. These rooms look very, very nice.
You're welcome, and thank you. I do my best to keep the place looking as tidy as possible. Now, if you have a need of me, I will be downstairs. My room is the first one when you come up the stairs, so if you have anything in late at night, you can just come knock on my door. I'll be happy to help you no matter the time.
Thank you, sir.
First room up the stairs, right?
Yes.
When he led us, did he lead us to that same door the guards went through to go up the stairs?
Yes, he led you through the same leftmost door.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Alright.
So, he begins to make his way away from you guys back down towards the main level. Can I get both of you to roll me perception, please, as you close your doors?
Yes.
8 and 19. Okay. Donut. As you close your door, you notice that there is something etched into the top right corner of the door, out of normal line of sight, and it's just barely visible.
My door or Morbius's door?
Your door.
My door. Okay.
Yes. And as you look at it, you realize it's that same symbol you saw in the town hall.
No.
It's those snakes. And let me actually show you what the snakes look like.
So this isn't our logo, right?
Yes.
Does look like Caduceus.
So it does. When I try to think back, right?
Mm-hmm.
There were 2 things that I know for certain is they leave it on bodies when there's a crime or when they kill someone, and they leave it in the area when they committed a crime.
You do know about the area. You do know that for sure.
That's what you said.
Well,
That's
yes.
what I wrote down.
It'll either be found on the body or in the area, not on both. It's just like their calling card, like how the Joker leaves a Joker. So that's their calling card.
I thought it's like when they kill someone, it's on the body. When there's a crime done, they leave it in the vicinity.
Yes, I just misunderstood it as during both. But anyway, yeah, they will always leave a mark, which is their calling card, to show that it was them. However, it's always easily visible. This did not seem like it was going, like they wanted to be easily visible. But you caught it. You saw it.
Does it look to me like this is a room that they put people in that are marked?
Insight. Or, I guess insight would be the roll for that.
Okay.
Yeah, it makes sense.
25. It's very possible.
Holy smoke.
So, as I sort of catch that, is it on the inside or the outside of the door?
Outside.
So it's for people walking in the hallway. Okay. So before I fully close the door, as I catch that, I sort of wait for Owen to leave downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to really quietly try to roll over to Morpheus's room. And I'm going to... Did Morpheus already... Is your door already closed?
Morpheus would have
not?
closed his door at this point.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So first I want to check if that same carving is on his door.
Perception.
Perception.
9.
9.
It's either not there or you can't see it.
Okay. So how many doors do there seem to be in this hallway?
In your hallway too. The one at the dead end, which is the double bedroom, and the one where Morpheus is at, which is to the left of that door.
Oh. So are there multiple floors with doors then, or something?
So
With
basically,
rooms?
let me draw onto this. So let me draw a shape here. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys come in from in here.
Yeah.
And then there is... And then it looks like this, basically. Okay, it's this office. So you guys come in through the front doors. The desk will be back here. There's a door over here, a door here, and a door here. This door leads you up the stairs, and there's rooms to the left and to the right as you make your way through. You eventually turn the corner, and there's a dead end, which is where your bedroom is, and then the bedroom for Morpheus here. So there are bedrooms left and right here.
Oh,
get to
okay.
this.
I see. Okay. Well, I will kind of softly knock on Morpheus's door.
Yes, Donut. I'll open the door and say, yes, Donut.
Yeah, and he really sneakily rolls inside and then closes the door behind him and he says, Morpheus, I have discovered something again.
And as he says that, Owen comes down the stairs and meets with Vic. He says, okay.
While he was upstairs, Vic would have interacted with the guards.
Okay. What would you have said to the guards?
So first, where are the guards? Are they close to the desk?
They're closer towards the, I guess the desk that he was standing behind, the bar. That's what I'm looking for, the bar.
She would lean forward over the bar, and no, not over the bar, but against the bar, and she would basically grab her mirror and just kind of groom her face a little bit, and she would touch the tip of the mirror and make a makeup light very dimly with Presto. And then she kind of says, so does it ever get boring or tedious just patrolling all day?
One of them sets their cards down and looks in your direction. Excuse me?
I mean, this seems like a very lovely town. There's not a lot of crime going on, and any crime that does get caught just gets dealt with instantly. Just tedious.
I'd rather have a tedious job than a dangerous one. Because of how
Yes,
many
but
of us patrol, that there is next to no crime. That to me, that safety of mind matters more than excitement.
that's a very good answer. But I mean, we must all have a little bit of excitement in our lives. What do you do for excitement?
He looks down at his cards and looks back up at you.
I look at the table. Are they playing for real money?
No.
You know, would it be alright if I joined you tomorrow?
Sure. Our shift ends at 8. If you're here, you can join.
Alright. I've got some things to do tomorrow, but if I can make it, I would love to join you and see this excitement.
Very well, ma'am. Do you have any other further questions?
No.
He nods and gets back to his game.
Does it look like they're bored out of their minds playing this game?
They look like they're doing it more out of habits than fun, but also to you seems like something is better than nothing to do.
Yeah.
At that point in time, Owen does walk down the stairs, and he looks over towards you, who are now sitting at the bar. He says, "Okay, I've shown your friends the rooms, and given them the keys. Now, if you would follow me, I'll show you over to the bath."
Lead the way?
And he begins to make his way past you towards the rightmost door. You come into a hallway. He moves you over towards the first door. And he says, "Okay, this here's the bath. 2 doors down, that's the bathroom, in case you need it." And he opens the door. And the first thing you notice is that the room itself looks much bigger than you thought. It's actually pretty sizable. You can fit like 5-7 people in here. And it's not like what you expect. It's not like a bucket filled with water that you just begin to slowly pour over yourself with a smaller bucket. There is actually what seems to be a hot spring in here that this place has been built around. And there is, over on the side, there is a bench with towels, and there is another bench with rocks.
Oh.
So he looks over you and he says, "Well, you are free to take your time. You can lock the door from inside if you so please." And he makes his way back down the hallway you came.
Alright. I would like to look around and see if there's anyone here.
Looking around, you immediately notice, no, this place is vacant except for you.
Okay. I will close the door behind him after that then.
Okay.
Lock it.
Can you roll me perception, please?
See.
Okay.
I'm great at that.
Yes, you are. You close it and lock it, and it is a very stable lock. It's definitely going to keep anybody from trying to get in. In fact, there's a deadbolt, so you can just secure the door to the wall. And you can imagine that they take privacy, especially in a place like this, very seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And so you make your way to the baths, where you finally get to relax and clean yourself.
She's gonna do the whole onsen thing. She's gonna just take a long bath and everything. Nothing interesting.
So we move back
How
to
do you
Donut.
think Pig actually bathes? Weird. They should do the whole cat thing.
Oh my god.
The world may never know. I'm sorry.
Why don't you come
I'm
downstairs and find out?
Oh my.
I imagine
Ella.
Beak like the gif.
We're gonna have to do something stupid like that at some point, but now is not the time.
But we move back to Donuts and Morbius, who are now in Morbius's room, as we begin to tell him about the discovery you've made, Donut.
Right. So Donut will say, Morbius, I found a very sneakily hidden carving at the outside of my door. It is the Zentharan logo. The snakes. I don't know what is going on, but perhaps that means that we are marked.
I kind of had a sneaking suspicion that was the case, Donut. I mean, most of the stuff that we've witnessed here has been, shall we say, shady.
What Donut will do is take the extra blankets and pillows, put it in the beds, and then we all sleep in the... I'm sorry, I have the hiccups.
Okay.
In this room. And see if something will happen, if someone will sneak into our room and try to murder us. Ooh.
That's kind of the reason why I wanted you with Veek. You were the
Yes.
safeguard. You were the safeguard in case something like that happened.
Yes, now we all sleep in this room, and then we can hear
There
if
is-
someone sneaks in there.
There is not enough room in here for all of us to sleep.
We don't need to sleep in the bed. We will sleep on the floor.
Is this room much smaller than the room with
Yes.
that beacon?
Yes.
I'm looking around and Donut, I'm assuming he's taking up most of the space just being here.
Well, it's not that small.
Okay, so that fixes that mental image in my mind.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, like I suppose I could sleep on the floor.
Now you get to sleep in the bed. Don't worry.
Then where's Veek gonna sleep?
Donut has pillows and blankies if she needs.
Did you take those from the other room?
No, it's from Zeta's 10.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
It's okay. Oh, fuck me. But he will go.
It happened.
I fucking hate it. He will go to the other room, and then he will take out the extra blankets and stuff and the pillows from the closet, and he will like put it under the blankets, right, as if two people are sleeping in those beds. And he will sort of wait at the door until Veek comes back.
Oh,
So
This is going to be an interesting night.
you wait for Veek, who... How long do you take? 20 minutes? 30 minutes? Hour?
Veek is going to take an hour because Veek.
I mean, that makes sense, yes.
So Donut, you stand there at the end of that hallway, staring down, waiting for Veek to come close. And you do hear some footsteps, armored footsteps, making their way down the hallway. And you see what seems to be a guard, make his way through. And he seems to be making his way into the room that's at the other end of that hallway you're staring down. And as he's like fumbling for his keys to open the door, he looks down and you realize he gets completely spooked by this massive dark silhouette at the end of that hallway. And he's just like, oh shit. And he like draws his sword. He's like, oh, sorry. Too many drinks. And he puts his sword away and gets into his room.
Donut thinks perhaps I should not keep my eyes wide open, so there is just this dark shadow with blinking, with like shining eyes.
No, let it happen. Keep letting it happen. Do it.
But yeah, he'll keep waiting there until Vic comes up.
An hour passes, and eventually you hear the softer steps of what you know now to be Vic, as she makes her way around a corner, and she sees you standing there.
Master Vic, come quick.
Donut? Are you still awake? Well, of course you are.
Yes. And he'll take her hand and like drag her into Morbius's room. And then he will say, Master Vic, we discovered that on my door, the door that we were going to sleep in, there is a engraving of the Xantharan logo. The snakes. You remember? The big bad gang. Yes. Well, I figured perhaps it means that the people in that room are always marked, somehow. So I made it as if 2 of us are sleeping in the room using extra pillows and blankies. We are all going to hunker down here.
All together? I mean, Morpheus isn't at his bath yet. I just showered.
I'm getting ready to go. I'm getting ready to go. Come on. He's even got, Morbius actually does have a spare set of clothes that he's getting ready for to go down to the baths. But
All right. Oh, Morpheus, when you come back, we should share some of that wine together. You can also have some taste. Donut. This is a very good wine. I don't know if you want to waste it in a dish.
Sure, Master
Well,
Vic.
just so long as we don't have enough to dull our senses for the night.
No promises.
From what you saw, the wine that Donut put away did have a different color. It doesn't look like it's the same wine.
Alright, so just don't use this one for cooking.
Donut will take his one out to compare them.
Okay. You take it out and very immediately.
Again, that wine.
This wine is magic wine.
You know
So
what?
intense.
Detect poison on the wine
Just
at this point.
a perfect timing.
Twice.
What the hell?
You look at that wine and immediately the color is different. This wine is clear, and you see in there flecks of gold and silver floating.
Oh.
Does the label say anything?
The label says glitter, nothing else.
Master Vic, have you ever heard of this glitter wine?
You have never heard of this wine before.
Never heard of these before.
Why do you think they gave us 2 separate types of wine?
This
Variety.
seems fishy.
I would like to check just for magic, hints of magic.
Okay.
Can I use an arcane on the wine bottle?
Go on ahead. You sense enchantment coming from that bottle.
Oh dear God.
Oh boy.
And my own?
You sense nothing.
I know my own. Yeah, I know my own. Alright.
I sense a bit of an enchantment coming from this wine. Yours.
Oh,
Enchantment can be good. It can make you taste things better, loosen up a little bit. It could also definitely cause you to fall victim.
I see. In that case, I won't drink it until we find a test subject.
I get the feeling somebody's going to try and spike my drink later. I will take my prepared toiletries, a spare change of clothes, and walk out the door.
Okay.
No, my test subject.
You make your way out the door, down the hallway, to the back.
I won't lock the door. Don't care about it. And
Okay.
anybody who comes in will more than likely get strangled if they try anything.
So you leave the door unlocked. At
I'll
this
leave the door
point in
unlocked,
time,
yeah.
it's towards 9:30 to 10 in the evening.
Donna would like
Sweet.
to at least like keep eyes and ears open. No, well, eyes not. I guess the door is closed, but listen if someone like maybe tries to sneak into our room.
Perception.
It will be locked, by the way,
Yes.
as if we're in there. 13.
Okay. So you definitely pay close attention to any sounds coming from that hallway.
Yeah.
While Morbius is bathing, is there anything the two of you are going to be doing? Now that you're in the room.
Together.
Stop
Ooh la la.
I think is there a desk?
There won't be a desk in this one. There's just a wardrobe, a bed, and a bedside table.
Okay, I guess she would sit on the bed, just
Okay.
crosses her legs and just kind of starts reading, going through a book, leather-bound book.
Also, since the wine is magical, you can spend a short rest identifying.
That is true. She will also have a glass of that Bromosa.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do that. Let's identify the wine.
So are you doing a donut or? Speak.
Good question.
I think Donut is really trying to just put all his attention on listening if someone passes, like, into our room. So I guess speak.
Okay. All right. So in that case, in that hour, can I have Morpheus roll me perception, please?
I will indeed roll perception.
20.
I'm doing good on my perception rolls.
Okay. Well, that you are.
Everything else sucks. Everything
Because-
else sucks.
Now that Donut give you a bit of a heads up on that symbol he found etched into his door, you keep your eye open in case you see anything like that. And in the vapors of that hot spring, you do see etched on that door is that same snake symbol, but it's etched on the bottom left corner of the door.
Not sure what to think about that.
And it's etched on the inside. You continue your bath.
This-
Do you still keep the door locked? I mean, unlocked?
The door is unlocked even as
Okay.
I'm finishing up, and it wouldn't take me an hour, but to finish bathing. But it would to clean off. If there's a place to clean off your clothes, then yeah, he'd probably take a little bit of time to do that.
Okay. So, that's what you spot, Morgus. Donut. You keep your ears, intently listening to that hallway. There is no sound, not even a subtle creak at all. So that hallway is vacant. week. An hour passes, and you identify that wine. It seems to be a curative spell that's been casted on it. When you drink it, you roll a d20. On a 16 and above, the drinker is cured of all non-magical poisons and diseases.
Okay. Damn, that's actually a high roll.
D20.
Yes.
And then.
I will paste the thing.
Yeah. On
Oh,
a 16
thanks.
plus, you're cured of all non-magical poisons and diseases, so there's only a
Oh.
25% chance for it to work.
The bottle contains 20 drinks.
Rolled low, another drink. Rolled low, another drink. You're drunk.
Good grief.
Cool. Okay.
Right. So I lean backwards and I look at this and the specs and everything. I think I've identified what this exactly does, and I convey it.
Donut is very curious.
Jonah,
Yeah, I tell you what it is.
you imagine with your alchemy background that you can possibly distill this down into a much more concentrated form.
Ooh.
Oh.
That could possibly enhance that effect.
Unfortunately, there only seems to be about perhaps 25% of it to work.
Oh. Well, perhaps Donut can make it better.
Are you for real?
Yes. For real.
Now that would be very interesting. That would make this much better.
Well, that is the hopes. But perhaps Donut will flunk it and it will be ruined.
At that, Donut, you hear a creak. Footsteps are slowly making their way down that hallway. You imagine first it's probably another guard, but these sound soft. There is no armor to them. They're probably wearing light equipment. And as they make their way through, they stop at the end of your door. You can see their shadow down beneath. And then you hear fumbling on that doorknob as it gets turned left and right. You hear some jangling. You then see that lock slowly begin to turn and click.
Ours?
Yours.
Okay.
And as that door opens, you see much cleaner Morpheus.
Still Graveskin.
Oh, I didn't recognize you by how you smell.
Well, I clean up okay, I suppose.
You look very handsome, Morpheus.
I don't know what to say to that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Or I know.
As Morpheus closes the door behind you, and you're all standing there in the room, can I have perceptions from all three of you, please?
That's fine.
Okay.
15, 14, 18. Donut and Morpheus are busy talking to them, to each other. Vic, you hear the soft, muffled sound of a lock click into place. But the odd thing is, you swear you heard it from that wardrobe that's in the room.
Okay. I will put a nail to my wine glass and go tick tick. Alright, Morbius, I think it is time for that wine.
I suppose so.
And as you both look to me, because I drew attention, I will nod my head to the wardrobe and put a finger to my mouth, as in shh. And point towards the wardrobe.
Will slowly make my way towards the wardrobe as quietly as I possibly can.
Roll me stealth or deception. Your choice. Stealth. Okay.
18.
You make your way
Sorry,
over
yeah, I had a better there.
without a creak. You're now standing in front of that wardrobe, doors closed. There is no sound coming from within.
I take out my lantern pole.
The whole room
say-
falls silent until
Morpheus, you do clean up very well, you know?
Again,
I thought that was... I didn't think that you could look this clean.
I give you a bardic inspiration.
thank you for bardic inspiration. You said I don't hear anything from the
from within the wardrobe.
wardrobe here. I'm gonna take hold of the wardrobe's handles to get ready to open it up.
Okay. You clutch onto those handles, the cold steel against your now warm hands. I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Con save! Yay! 23!
You have
Nice.
a deep gut feeling something is wrong, something is in there, and it's hungry. And you take a deep breath, you clutch onto those handles. Do you slowly open those doors or quickly pull them apart?
I am going to quickly pull them apart, and if I see anything, I'm lunging after it.
Okay. You quickly pull those doors open as they slam against the hinges. As it does, some dust kicks up and strikes you in your nose. And as you hold in that sneeze, that wardrobe is empty. Can you roll me history, please?
22.
Oh, nice rolls.
Nice.
This is why you have all the nice rolls now.
That wardrobe is empty. But
Where does the dust
You
come
s-
from?
you swear the blankets were not arranged in this way. At least one of those was much higher in order than it currently is. The
And
brown
moreover,
blanket was
Owen
at the top.
Didn't Owen say that he keeps everything nice and tidy in here too?
Yes.
Where the hell did that dust come from?
Yes. That too.
As the dust is settling, does it look like it's settling on an invisible figure?
No.
Is there anything inside there that could have possibly made that sound? Sorry.
Investigation or perception.
I think I hope I'm wrong about this here. But go ahead. Roll that.
Okay.
It makes more sense for you to know.
Unless Morbius lets you like search around in the wardrobe, it's perception.
Oh, okay.
Because
But since
Morbius,
I
you're currently
noticed-
standing in front of it, blocking anybody from coming in close to it.
Yeah, understandable. So that depends. If so, Donut will look over your shoulder and like try to look in that side or two. And it depends. If he steps aside, he'll do investigation. If he stays there, he'll do perception.
You said that the one towel or the one blanket is a
Much-
little bit
It's like
higher than
third.
it was.
It's third in place where it used to be at the top of all the other blankets.
I don't like that. I don't like that. Okay, I'm going to reach in and I'm going to grab the top two blankets and see
Okay,
if I can
then-
uncover it.
Then Donut will do perception instead. He will try to look closely and keep, try to also keep him safe. 9.
Oh god.
9.
You look it over. It's
That's a
not
blanket.
that big a wardrobe. There's clearly nobody hiding in here, and you don't see any markings of perhaps a secret compartment or a secret latch. This looks like your plain standard wardrobe.
Sorry, what was Donut looking for?
Anything that made that click sound.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I would have pointed out I specifically heard a lock. If that would have given
Yeah,
the
that
help action.
locking sound. The click of the lock, basically.
Yeah, would that give in the help action?
Um,
Because I heard it, they didn't hear it.
I'll
That's
say
true, that's
yes. I'll say yes. So go ahead and re-roll that.
14
Okay,
is
so
better than 4.
Well, we're keeping that initial guidance.
Yeah.
So it's going to
17.
be 17. You look it over. It still just looks like a standard wardrobe.
Phew, all I say.
But I'll take the two blankets off of that one that should be on top.
Okay. You take those two blankets off. You now have access to that brown blanket.
Out of curiosity, is that feeling that I felt beforehand still present?
No. The second those doors burst open, it faded.
I stabbed the closet just to mimic.
God damn it. Okay. No, I am gonna go ahead and grab that brown blanket at the very least,
Okay.
and see if there's anything odd with it here, because again, it's not where I remember it being.
You unfold the blanket and you flap it in the air. Nothing falls out. Nothing looks out of place. If anything, it's a little too thin for the area you're in.
And the other blankets look about right for the area.
The other blankets are much thicker. You do see some that are thinner, just like the brown one. You imagine that he has multiple different sizes in case people have strange different preferences.
Question is
Yes.
is the closet against the wall that links to
Yes.
the double bedroom?
No. The closet is to... Let me draw it again. So we are here. I will say... Looks like so. Like so. There's more bedrooms down here. And that leads down. So that's the hallway. There is Oops. No, it's better to continue down. Let me redo this one here.
Okay.
It's like so. Okay. So this is the main two bedroom
Uh-huh.
room that you have. Then this is Morbius's. The bed is here with the window facing that way. The wardrobe is right here
Oh.
Okay.
against
Oh.
this
The
wall.
walls,
I thought it was
the walls
there.
didn't look that thick when we came in, right?
Well, you've only you've no idea about the separating walls, but you do know that these walls are just appropriate thickness. They're made well enough to keep the cold out and the warmth in. But you've no idea about the dividing walls for the rooms.
Don't you?
Yes.
Do you think perhaps this entire wardrobe might be a door? Just in its entirety?
It is a possibility, yes.
You think you can move it?
Just in case, let me check my strength again. Morpheus. How strong is
Yes.
Morpheus?
Despite his size, fairly strong. He looks faster than he is stronger. Strong.
Yes, perhaps Morpheus and Donut can try together.
I mean, it's worth a shot.
Are you all saying this quietly amongst yourselves?
Of course.
Well, I am. I don't know about Donut.
Yes, no, I can't do that voice softly, but yes, absolutely. Donut is not saying that loudly.
Okay.
Like internal volume output lowered.
Yes.
So
But
with
yeah,
the-
sure.
If Donut helps, I can attempt to move the wardrobe in and of itself.
I will help, and I also give you a guidance.
So, how do you guys do this? Do you guys stand at either side, lift and move it? Or do you guys stand on one side and push?
Push.
Or pull.
As in, do you like push the wardrobe across the room to get it away from the wall?
No. That would be foolish because it would make a lot of noise. No. Morbius will tell Donut to get on the other side, and we'll lift and move it.
Yeah, okay. And also, I would like to see if there are any hinges or any drag marks on the floor that indicate that this closet may actually swing open or in any other way has been moved more often.
Roll me perception. Or actually, your investigation on that one.
Okay.
I'll give the help action because that was what I was alluding to. That it might be a
Okay.
door.
So,
Okay.
advantage on that.
Okay. Investigation here.
18.
Yeah, that's the same either way.
Looking at the floor, there are no scratches that signify this wardrobe would like flip open like a door.
Mhm.
There's also no hinges. There is nothing attaching the wardrobe to the wall permanently.
Okay. Well, then in that case, like I said, we'll get on either
Okay.
side, and Donut will follow Morbius's example.
So
But
Morbius,
Morbius has the what do you call it?
guidance.
The guidance.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Morbius, can I
And
have
that-
you roll me athletics with advantage because you're being helped, and guidance.
I will also add that bardic inspiration to it.
If you
Okay.
need it. Yeah. If you need it.
stacking all the
well-
modifiers.
Let's do this as quickly and as quietly as possible.
Nice.
26. You lift this wardrobe up easily with the two of you, and you slowly, step by step, begin to move it away from the wall. First thing you notice as you're moving it, the blankets that are inside begin to fall out of the back. And that's when you realize this wardrobe does not have a back. The
What?
wall you were seeing is the wall of the room. And as you slide it, and as you move it on further away and set it down in the center of the room, you look back at the wall. There's blankets on the floor, and it is just what seems to be a normal wall from lining the entirety from left to right. But it seems this wardrobe, what would be the normal back of the wardrobe, was in fact the wall to the bedroom.
That seems like shoddy construction. Or purposely done.
Can I touch the wall?
Yes,
You touched
thank
the
you
wall.
for reading my mind.
Yeah.
It feels like a wooden wall.
Okay.
Wait, it's wood? Oh, okay.
Yes, it's wood.
Yeah, the
Paneling
wall.
work. Okay.
The wall.
I thought maybe it was made of stone. Okay.
No.
No.
They can't afford stone up here in the north.
Does it, fuck, man.
Does it
And we're
fuck
going-
men? I don't know. If you
No,
try
no,
hard
no.
enough.
I mean, wow.
Does it look like there's seams? Anything that
Investigation.
may. Okay. My goodness. By the end of the night, this entire room is deconstructed and we have a really high bill.
In the
I
end, all
found nothing.
we heard was just a guard going into his room.
21.
Well, you do see the very faint markings of a seam right where that closet would have been against the wall.
Yes, baby.
I mean, that wardrobe would have been against the wall.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Because I think I'm standing next to Morpheus.
The
And so I'm
reason,
gonna tap his shoulder. Yeah.
the reason you can barely see this seam is because you realize this doesn't open inwards to the room. It opens outwards to whatever's on the other side. That's why it's very much flush with the wall.
Yeah, so I'm gonna tap Morpheus's shoulder and I'm gonna sort of like point with my finger the outlines of the seam and also look at Veek and I'd like do the shh, like what Veek did with the finger against her mouth.
Okay.
As
And he's
Rose
gonna
said,
message in your minds, he's gonna say, whatever is in the other side, it must be awake because it might have locked it closed.
This is very, very, very. This is getting very, very, very intriguing.
I have this
Um,
module, right, which let me see through walls.
I'm afraid you lost the X-ray vision in your crash.
I'm sorry, Crash. Are you the new Superman?
That's what they call me, Super.
Hey, Superman.
Oh my God.
I'm going to. If I've noticed that here. Did actually that's a good question. Did Donut? Did you attempt to push in?
No. I just tapped your shoulder and showed you the outline of it.
Hmm.
While he's contemplating that, I'm just gonna go stand at our door.
Okay.
I'm going to push on the wall.
You push on the wall. You feel
Where that. Yeah, go ahead.
you feel some slight give, but there's something definitely holding this newly found doorway in place. You can definitely tell this is not as sturdy as the rest of the wall. This is definitely some sort of door. But it seems to either be locked or held in place on the other side.
Does this room look like it's big enough for me to... If it's big enough for me to gain some extra weight?
Didn't get a running start?
As in...
Oh, you grow large.
This is a...
That would be what,
This-
twice your size?
12 feet. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I'm asking if it's big enough here, because...
Yeah, your size doesn't change. What's your current... Well, it doesn't say you grow to twice your size like enlarged does. It just says you grow large. So you would have enough room to be able to be 12 feet tall.
Okay. The only reason I'm asking is if, in case this comes down to blows, I want to get every advantage I possibly can on this.
I understand.
I'm
You're a grower.
I'm taking stock of our surroundings. But what I would like to do at this point in time is I'd like to be a little more forceful. I would like to very much see if I can open this door and grab whatever. If there's anybody on the other side, I'd like to grab them, pull them out. But for starters, I need to get through this door.
Yeah, you have
So-
to make your way through that.
Donut would like to put his hand on Morpheus' shoulder and say, 1 second. Let me check if there is something intelligent on the other side. And I would like to cast Detect Thoughts.
Okay.
I want to cast my mind, like on the other side of the wall.
Well, you can't do that. It's a radius emanating from you. But
Well, it does say that. Well, yeah, no, I understand what you mean. Like, I can't like specifically cast it, but what I want to focus on is if I can sense a mind on the other side of this wall.
okay.
The spell can penetrate barriers.
Yes.
It can penetrate barriers of 2 feet of rock. Which is, okay.
Yeah, but this is wood.
Yeah, I'm just thinking this is very strange that it can penetrate barriers, but you have to see the creature. But anyway.
Yeah.
No.
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 You can't-
You need to see
when
the
you
creature
cast-
if you target a specific creature. If you just want to notice, it's
Okay.
like that
Yeah.
Skyrim spell, you know?
Okay.
Where
If you
you see-
go 1, 2,
yeah.
3, fourth paragraph from below, it says you can also use the spell to detect the presence of thinking creatures you can't see.
Yeah.
In that case, you cast this, and you focus on that room beside you, whatever is on that other side of the wall. That silence is what comes back to you.
Damn.
Well, whatever it may have been, I don't sense any intelligent life form on the other side.
Anymore. Something was back there. Something was definitely back there.
I'm gonna
And it nods.
open our door.
Yeah, to check if something will move out or something. Yeah, smart.
You open your door. What's the first place you stare down? Down the hallway or to the room?
Yeah.
Where... Okay. You look down the hallway.
Down the hallway, yeah.
Okay. You look down the hallway, and what you see is a brief glimpse of feet and what looks to be the end of a cloak moving down around the corner.
How far away?
They are like 9-10 feet away from you.
Cat speed.
Okay. When I see that, Vic will do a gesture and she will go, "Wow!" Like a very loud scream, but nobody can hear it except that cloaked figure. I'm gonna do ear piercing scream.
See what's that spell look like? On save. You're not able to tell, but it's in the target. Target doesn't pass it for 1 round. Oh shit. Okay. In that case, let me grab their stat sheet here. Okay. What's that? A con save?
Yes.
Okay. That scream rings out into that target's ears, and you then just hear footsteps running down that hallway.
He passed.
Just
Yes.
barely.
Master V, quick, follow!
Yes, I shall run.
Okay, you run?
I will.
Okay.
Yeah, just to see, even if it dashes away, I hope to see something, a glimpse of something.
Okay. You dash around that corner. The hallway that leads to the stairs is much longer. So as you turn a corner, you do see about 5'7", 5'9" figure. It
A
seems
midget. No, I'm kidding. Sorry. I was teasing you.
hurting
Good
the
grief.
feelings here. Ouch. Because that's basically my height.
Oh.
A rock falls on donut.
Okay. Somehow, I'm not surprised. The grand judge must have judged him in compliment.
So what do I
But
see?
you come to that around the corner. You see this 5'7", 5'9" figure. It's lithe, but from its running, you sense that it's definitely athletic, as it just books it down that hallway. It's got a cloak and a hood up. But roll me perception or insight, one of the two.
Oh.
21.
Ooh.
You can just barely make out the markings of something poking that hood. They seem to have pointed ears, perhaps elven, and they run down the stairs.
Would I have an action by the time before they reach the end of the stairs, or are they dashing away?
They would dash. Your action was that ear-piercing scream,
Yes.
as you then just
All
use
right.
your movement to run.
Damn it.
So you see them bolted down the hallway, down the stairs, and burst through that door.
Okay. How far does my movement allow me to follow?
You can make it halfway down that hallway.
Okay. I would say, you said 5 feet? That's the size of like a half elf or something, right?
5'7", 5'9". They're not so sure.
5, 7, 5, 9.
But that's pretty tall, actually.
Yeah, that's normal size, so that could
I
be a
think
half
that's
elf.
pretty giant, to be honest. But
Yeah, 5'9" is very, very tall.
I'll say, there's someone there, and I jolt out of the door and make it halfway to the hallway before. Yeah, that's it.
okay.
Morbius, let's catch it!
Where would we go? Fine. Go after Donut. I can only go as fast as Donut.
Yeah, this is where my dash or my movement ends.
Yeah.
You can probably see that the door has been burst open if you guys want to dash.
Yeah, well, dash to catch up.
Okay.
Donut makes a soundless sound, and little owlbear comes out.
Okay.
And yeah. Is there anything like footprints? Anything at all?
There is no footprints. There is no remnants.
He'll say, Master Veek, should we investigate the room to see if we can perhaps figure out who has been eavesdropping on us?
You say that after you run after me?
Well, I say that while I'm running at you, yeah.
I don't think we will find anything.
It's doubtful. They failed in
my
their
God.
attempt. Yeah, they failed in their attempt. They're not going to come back.
At this point in time, you begin to hear sounds coming from some of the rooms as the doors begin to get unlocked and people start to wake up.
Uh-oh.
You see as the door over here opens close to you, Veek, or close to all three of you as you've catched up to Veek. And you see the face of a guard, groggy, look out to you. The fuck's going on here?
I'm sorry, officer. Master Veek is a sleepwalker, and sometimes we need to drag her back into their room.
Deception.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, how's your lying?
It's a +6, but it's a 10.
This guard just woke up, rolled a 2.
Oh my
Listen,
god.
don't make a lot of fucking noise. Some of us got off a long shift. We need to sleep.
Yes, of course. I'm sorry, sir. And he'll like, come, Mr. V, come this way.
I mean, Vig would have run on her consecutive turn out already.
Oh, okay. Don't worry, we will gotta find her. Don't worry. Sleep tight, sweet dreams.
If
Sorry
I
about this.
hear any more commotion from the three of you, you will be fined. And he
Oh
shuts
dear,
the
we
door.
don't want to be fined. Okay.
But Veek continues moving down the hallway, down the stairs,
Out the door.
out the door. I'm
Yeah, by
assuming
the
the two of
time
you fall.
By the time I look around this corner immediately, because the door's here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is the whole room. All right. Yeah. The moment I come out of this door, do I see them, or do I just see the door closing already?
You just see the door already closed. There's no one down here. There's someone on the first floor.
Fuck.
Okay. I'll dash just to the door. Can I make it to the door?
Yeah, you can definitely dash to the door. You weave your
I'll
way
open
through
it.
the tables.
I-
Open
Yeah,
the
I
door.
just want to see if I can see footprints in the snow.
There are not even footprints on that snow.
Okay. In that case, I won't step out. I'll close the door again. Just turn around.
Damn, that guy's must be absolutely fucking fast to not even leave footprints. That's impressive.
Well, or, certain rooms have hidden like hallways or things, and we saw a marking on my door, and you saw a marking in the baths where the
Mhm.
baths
Yeah.
are. So maybe there's like a secret exit or something there.
Mhm. I would like to do a perception check just for what I can see here, this vicinity.
Okay, roll
Just in case
perception.
they're stealthing like an armor stand, just like.
An armor stand. Wow.
21. You don't find anything out of place.
Was that plant always there? Oh, I did think so.
As the
Damn
other
it,
two
Meek.
now come down the stairs and onto the main floor.
Did you get a look at him?
Like as they're both rushing, I like put both my hands up to like calm down gesture.
Like, it's already gone.
Fuck. Well, no more noise from us here, otherwise they're gonna start charging us money.
Yes. At least, I suppose we were correct that we are definitely targeted. And Dunit is probably correct about the hypothesis on the mark on the door.
I'd say that's 100% proven at this point.
When we get back up the stairs, well, Donut will say, "Let's inspect the door.
Yes, thank you.
If that other the room where the guy person came from, if that one also has like a marking." Yeah.
Every door. Let's check every door.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Help
but specifically that one, especially that one.
Investigation with advantage.
Okay.
For whoever's looking.
Go for it, guys. Go for it.
Well, advantage because you guys are helping the one person that's looking.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's your investigation?
Plus
I meant for the roll.
How much?
plus
Plus
6.
6.
Oh, yeah, you do it then.
Okay.
I'll give you the guidance too.
Do it.
26.
26. Okay. You make your
That's
way
pretty good.
down the door, and you don't find a symbol on every single door. You do find it on some of the doors. The doors that you find it on, it's all etched on the top left corner,
Hmm.
and it's sporadic throughout the inn. The door where the hooded figure came from has one on the bottom right.
Mm.
Bottom right.
Yes.
And you found it in the baths on the bottom left?
Yep.
And this door didn't... Well, we didn't find it on this floor. Do we
Looking
find
through
it
it
now?
this time, you do find that marking on the top right.
Top right, just like this one is also top right.
Yes.
Wait, maybe that means just where they're connected. No, because this is bottom right.
So question.
Yes.
So this one was, what did you say? Bottom right,
Yes.
and this one.
Top right.
Hmm.
This one's also top right.
Hmm.
Since we have the key to this room, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I go?
Shall we go to the
Yes.
wardrobe in this one and also check the
Good.
wall?
Yeah, because this one had a sigil too. But where's the sigil on this door?
Also top right.
This door
So
top
if-
right. Morvis's
Yeah.
door top right.
If it's like a bottom right is connected to a top right, then this one would have to be connected to something. But this is the only room that's connecting. So
Anything out of place on the wall, the connecting wall right here?
Investigation.
All right.
I'll give him a guidance if he's obviously investigating.
Okay, I'll take that. Yeah.
25. No, that looks like that just looks like your standard wall. Nothing off with that one.
No, nothing off here. No doors. No nothing.
No doors, no seams, no nothing. Just a standard wall.
I'm gonna look for the exact same signs as we found in this wardrobe, in the wardrobe in this room.
Okay. You lift up that wardrobe, you move it aside, that wardrobe has a back to it.
Okay.
You check the wall that it was resting against, no seams.
Gonna run my hands over the entire room or wall.
You
every
check
wall.
the room, taking your time, being as thorough as possible. There does not seem to be any other entryway except that door that you came through. The front door.
Alright.
You know what? Maybe top right means that. No, yeah, we found a door either way. I don't know.
Exactly. Maybe it's not a connection thing. Maybe it's just a mark thing.
Can
Symbolism.
Donut do some kind of intelligence check to see if he can figure out if there's some kind of pattern to uncover?
Go ahead. Roll me insight.
Sorry, that's a normal, so that would be 20.
20. Okay. These markings definitely signify something to this Centaur. You know that they gave you guys this room specifically, and somebody did try to break in or get into your room from a secret passageway. So at the very least, you can imagine that top right means target. Whoever is in there, the Centaurum is targeted. You don't know if it's for a murder, for theft, or something else entirely.
So since the other guy left, like suddenly, because he was figured out, if he was planning to maybe a kill or robbery, he must have left something behind, or it's likely he might have left something behind if he was preparing for something. So can we try and get into that room?
I think he ran out, so it must be unlocked.
Yeah, so that room door should be open, right? So can we try and check out that room?
You want to do that when we were told specifically, no more noise. And if that room
Well,
is
we can do it quietly.
Yeah.
No, it's not occupied. It's not likely occupied. It was just.
I highly doubt that, since we're currently in a garrison, essentially.
When we walked past it, did it seem like there was someone in there?
No. That was the one room you didn't hear anybody staring from. Because you heard the
Okay.
guards getting up and waking up from all the running. Nobody made a sound from that room.
Also, if there was just a guard sleeping there, detectors would have found it.
Yeah.
That's true. So there shouldn't be anyone there. Okay. Well, let's check
Alright.
the room.
You check the door.
Who's picking the lock?
That door is locked, so it does need to be picked.
Wait, so the guy took the time to lock the door behind him?
Veek caught the guy as he was making his way down the hallway. When he ran is after Veek casted that screen spell, which damaged him and alerted him.
Okay.
So it seems
well,
he was quietly making his escape until he got caught.
I see. Yeah, I guess we should try and do
Who
that.
would like to pick the lock? And is anybody keeping watch in case a